All right, this one is for you, my overthinker friend, my little perfectionist. That's just a fancy word for procrastinator, no judgment here. You waiting for the planets to align before you take that leap of faith you've been thinking about so much? Yes, who am I to call you out, even with love? Because here I am, stuck in analysis paralysis in front of this blank page, making a big deal out of where I'm going to place the first sticker. Well, in reality, it's not even about the sticker. It's about taking that first step into the unknown and creating something of your own. And I've experienced this stage so many times, and all the anxiety and the self doubt that comes with it, a lot more than I am proud to admit. And I do believe that it is a pattern that we develop where we make a lot of decisions seem bigger and more important than they really are, and we create the illusion of safety by staying exactly where we are. And I know you want so much to start over, start fresh, but you don't know how. You don't know how to take that first step, where to place the first sticker. You almost have this vision of your life that looks nothing like your current reality. And maybe the vision is clear, or maybe you just have the general feeling of it. And sometimes you even wonder, am I really capable of taking that step? Do I even have what it takes? You know what I think? I think that you've kept yourself hidden from the world for far too long. You've been playing it small and you are just sick and tired of it. Because you know deep down this is not who you are. You were never meant to stay small and be afraid to start, afraid to be authentic, to be your true self. And even if you have no idea at this point, or you think you have no idea who your true self is, and you're still searching, you open the dictionary to find the meaning of the word authentic, wondering how are you going to achieve it, which, by the way, I did. I did search. And do you know what it said? Of undisputed origin. That's you, my friend. You are of undisputed origin. You are one of a kind. The universe made you out of stardust. You are a very special person. Don't let me get carried away with this. Let me share a story, because it's funny how enlightenment can come to us. I was cleaning my room the other day and found some old notebooks that I've been keeping. Well, keeping is an understatement. I should say stashing or hoarding maybe since my childhood. And you know what I thought? I wasted those. Not I saved those, but I wasted them. I felt so sad. I left them unused, frozen in time, because I wanted to preserve the illusion of them being perfect and unspoiled by me. And the notion that if you never start, if you never try, you will never see yourself fail. It's safer this way. And then recently I came across this saying. I don't know who it is attributed to. How you do anything is how you do everything. And that hits so hard at the moment. It's like I saw my whole life unfolding in front of my eyes with a new profound clarity. Like, of course, why didn't I think of that sooner? This mindset is not limited to me using my stationery, my favorite pens and stuff. By being too afraid to try something new, to follow a passion, an idea, a dream, I have actually been saving my life for later. And saving is not the right word. And here I changed my mind. I decided to make it like the chains, the locket is broken at last, and I am free. I just needed this visual symbol of liberation. Anyway, I was there sitting with my old, still new notebooks, and I suddenly saw myself as an old lady. And I was still holding that notebook in my hands, and the notebook was still the same. It was empty. It was perfect on the outside, preserved, still so much potential. But I was not. I had only preserved the emptiness inside, and this scared me so much. I will be honest with you, I have no idea why I've spent my whole life so far holding myself back. It's like I've turned the fear of the blank page into my whole identity at some point. And I seriously don't want to keep living like this. And I know you don't want that either. Waiting for the moment to be right, waiting for the day that you wake up and feel ready and prepared. And I don't even know, is it the fear of not being good enough? Or is it because we're afraid to release our true power into the world? Maybe we know perfectly well that we're more than enough. And we're actually scared of that. Okay, write this down. You don't have to feel ready in order to start. You don't have to have it all figured out. In fact, you're not supposed to. You're meant to figure it out along the way as you go through it. And I'm not saying that we should jump headfirst always and be irresponsible with our lives, but why are we taking everything so seriously? Okay, this is not a sticker. Sneaky little cardstock, pretending to be a sticker. All right, I just want to say you are so on the right path right now, exactly where you are. However you are, even if you don't feel like it, and if you feel alone, I'm telling you, we are literally walking side by side together. I don't know who you are, but at the same time, I feel like I do. We're probably different in so many ways, but we're also the same. This is your sign to let yourself, no, allow yourself, give yourself the permission to start awkwardly, even fail a little bit. There's something deeply liberating and healing about making mistakes, especially for people like you and me. I say this with compassion. We need to start making some mistakes, my friend. We deserve to let ourselves off the hook and defeat the beast of having to do it perfectly right at the first try. Just take the first step. Let yourself be a little cringe. I'm a little cringe at myself right now. It's fine. Embrace it. And know that I will root for you. And I will be proud of you. I already am. I know you're trying your best. Give yourself some credit.